20-plus territory, sack wouldn't have hurt you nearly as bad as the pick. The ensuing possession, Buccaneers looking for a field goal or more to get back out in front. It's 1st and 20. Brady delivers. Tyler Johnson. Very next play action. He's got Cameron Brate wide open. Flag comes in there. And now down close. Guy is basically uncoverable when you get down close, and that's Mike Evans. Gets to the outside, makes a spectacular grab. Buccaneers take the lead. Went for 1, so they're up 5. After forcing a 3-and-out, Buccaneers looking to go into that 4-minute or more offense, stay on the field. Evans draws the flag. I get it, but I hate that you can just grab the defender and get a flag. That's what happened. 3rd and 1. They hand off to Leonard Fournette, who got basically all the carries after a Jones fumble earlier in the game. He's stuffed. Brady wants to go for it. They're going to kick the field goal to take an 8-point lead. Make that guy score a touchdown and get 2 on you. They're out of timeouts on the Giants. It's 4th and 5. Jones is pressured. He's backing up, throwing. Who's going to make the grab? The Giants are. Big catch there. Darius Slayton keeps the drive alive. 2nd and 15. Jones uses his wheels. Gains 15. It's now 4th and 16. Jones keeps his eyes downfield, finds a wide open Sterling Shepard. Another first down. So a couple of huge 4th down conversions. And then this is, as Brian Griese said, a perfect throw. And it is every bit of that. To Golden Tate, remarkable throw to get it just over the outstretched hands of Murphy Bunting. 2 feet in. Obviously, you go for 2 to try to tie things up, and there's a sinking feeling on the Buccaneers sideline. So Jones and the Giants go for 2. There goes Deion Lewis, who had an earlier touchdown, and Jones has got him, but he hesitates just long enough. Antoine Winfield Jr. gets there. There's a flag that comes in late. So the question is it PI? Winfield gets there a bit early, but the ball arrives around the same time that Winfield gets there, and that allows, after they get together and talk about it, the Buccaneers to recover the onside kick, and they win it by 2 over the Giants as they get ready to take on New Orleans next Sunday night. Surprising to see the Buccaneers down in this one, but it wasn't surprising to see Brady figure out a way to win. This is the 30th time that he has engineered a comeback when trailing by 10 or more points, the most by any quarterback in the Super Bowl era. Bucs are now 3-1 this season when they face a double-digit deficit. Now time for the T-Mobile post-game coverage. Lisa Salters and the man that caught the go-ahead touchdown, Mike Evans.
Mike, what were you thinking when they were lined up for that 2-point conversion attempt?
I just had trust in our defense. You know, they did a really good job of converting 2 big 4th downs, and our defense stopped them when it mattered most.
You guys struggled in the first half, but what really started to work in the second half?
We started executing a little bit better. You know, it was on the skill guys, not getting open. Second half, we did a better job of that, and we got the dub.
You've had 6 red zone targets from Tom Brady this season, 6 touchdowns. What's that been like, just establishing that kind of chemistry with Tom?
Well, whenever we get like a one-on-one opportunity in the red area, he likes to try to find me. So, we got one-on-one right there, and he threw a great ball. And
just for you, the success that you guys have been having, you told me earlier this week that it just feels so good to be winning. What is the best part of finally being able to have the success that you want to in this league?
Well, when you come to work every day and you're working hard, you want the result to be W's. And, it's finally paying off, and we just got to keep stacking them.
You guys get Antonio Brown this week. He should be on the field for you this weekend. Tell me how you see AB fitting into your receivers room.
Perfect. He's an unbelievable receiver, one of the best all time, and he's going to help us a lot. Hopefully take some double teams off of me and just make plays like he's always have.
Thank you, Mike. Congrats on the win.
Right. Thank you, Lisa.
Evans heads to the locker room. AB joins them next week. Godwin, we'll see if he comes back from injury. There is a lot of talent on that offensive side. Louis Riddick and Brian Greasy join me as they do after each Monday night game. And gentlemen, I want to start with a flag because there's a flag on the field. And a call's made, and the officials get together. And, Louis, it doesn't surprise me. The old DB says you think they got it right. But I think that was an incredibly difficult call to make because the Winfield and the ball arrive at the same time. Why do you think that they got it right on the field?
Because I think it's an issue of being clear and obvious, and that's something that John Perry emphasizes to us all the time. And if it's not clear and obvious, then you can't throw the flag. And I think that's the situation there. It was almost a bang-bang type of deal. The ball hits Antoine Winfield in the arm as he's trying to make a play on the football, and that's why I think it's one of those where they just pick up the flag and say, look, this isn't a pass interference type of situation. And I know it's tough. Joe Judge was not happy at the end of that football game, and he let the refs know it. And, I mean, it's tough because the Giants were grinding all night long, Grease, and they were in it.
We're sensitive to that, though, I think, Scotty, right? After what happened, the Saints and the Rams, clearly this was not that egregious. No. But I think we're sensitive to it. I think if that ball doesn't hit the arm of Winfield and actually hits Dion Lewis, you might have seen a different call.
Louis, let me circle back to you on this defensive side because, look, there are so much eye candy and so many sexy names on offense with this Buccaneer team. I get it. But defensively, this Todd Bowles defense, when you take inventory of what you like best about them, what is it?
I think it's the youth and the speed that they play with and the fact that despite in the secondary they're so young, and you saw that tonight they were on the cusp, on the razor's edge of getting beat tonight by some big plays down the field. They don't blink. And Todd told me that. He said, they're young, they're green, they're going to make mistakes, but I'm just telling you this. No matter if they're playing good or they're playing bad, these guys come out and they continue to compete. And they had to do that tonight because they were on the brink of losing this football game, but their competitive character showed through.
Yeah, Brian, and as a quarterback, you watch both sides. Jones, to Lewis's point, had some throws and he missed them. Brady, and that he was under pressure. No quarterback likes to be pressured. Give the Giants all the credit in the world, but then give Brady credit for the difference that he makes in the second half and the adjustments. What did you see that was different from him?
Well, I think he started to target Gronkowski a little bit in the seams up the middle. You know, the Giants defensively, Scotty, were playing most of the night two deep safeties, and they were mixing zone underneath and man underneath. They feel very comfortable playing two deep, man underneath because Tom Brady's not a scrambler. He's not going to get out of the pocket and beat you that way. But I felt like Tom made the adjustments. Byron Leftwich, give him some credit. They started to target Mike Evans when he was one-on-one matched up with James Bradbury. And they had identified that coming into the game, that was a matchup that they liked. And it ended up getting a touchdown to Mike Evans and also a defensive pass interference that was big in the ballgame.
All right, gentlemen, I'd like to wrap up just with this thought about the Buccaneers looking forward. They begin their second half of the season where they began the first, against New Orleans. This time, obviously, it's at home. As we play these most important couple of months of the year, November and December, with an eye on the winner in the playoffs, Louis, you could begin. Where do you see the Buccaneers fitting in the hierarchy of the NFC?
I think health is really going to determine how the course of their season shapes up. If they can stay healthy, particularly on offense, which was really the impetus for signing a guy like Antonio Brown, then they're going to be there because they have firepower. They can beat you in many different ways. They have a fleet. They have a whole room full of backs they can run at you as far as running the football. They have wide receivers, big ones, small ones, fast ones, 50-50 ball guys. They have a physical offensive line, and the defense is continuing to improve. As long as they all stay together, they're going to be there in the end. I would expect that they'll be in the NFC Championship game, all things considered.
November and December is Tom Brady time, right? Yeah. I mean, there's no better quarterback in November, December. We talked with Tom last night. He's like, listen, 5 wins gets us nowhere. It means nothing. All it means is that we have another opportunity to get better each week. They came out tonight. They didn't have their best game tonight, but they won. They won against a scrappy team, and that's going to build character. And I wouldn't bet against Tom Brady in the months of November, December, and especially January.
Well, no one thought that this game would be as entertaining and close as it turned out to be. You'll be in the same place next week. And, fellas, we can hope for the same, right? We can hope for the same thing next week. And
hope for a competitive game, Scotty.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Keep people watching until our show comes on. We'll be happy to entertain you then. Gentlemen, be well until then, okay?
Okay, man.
Post-game coverage is brought to you by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network. with 5G coverage in all 50 states. T-Mobile is your ticket to the game.
So a flag on Winfield is picked up. Was it controversial? I suppose it depends on which coach you are asking. Some thoughts at the end of the Buccaneers' 2-point win over the Giants.
Well, the ball hit Antoine in the back. I mean, it was, to me, there was no pass interference. I thought it was a good call. I don't know why it took so long, but, he had his hands out. There was no contact. The ball hit him in the back. Monday Night Football has always been so exciting. And to play around all day, I've never driven into the Meadowlands and it seems empty. And we did not find energy fast enough, and we got hit in the mouth. And credit Joe Judge, he had his team ready. They played their tails off. But we made enough plays to win the game. We never apologized for winning. And I thought we were very slow start offensively. Defensively, I don't like to see people run the ball on us, but we made the plays that counted.
Bring your own juice, right? That's what we've heard throughout this year, particularly for those teams on the road going into environments where it's typically so hostile. It gives you some of that energy that was lacking.